Coming up on Look Today, the 37th annual South Glens Falls Holiday Parade took place on Sunday. I've got details. And the Prospect Center prepares for its annual Festival of Trees. More on that coming up. And Love Trumps Hate. Rallies take place all across the region. I've got some details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, I sit down with Jennifer Tremblay. She's a marketing assistant for the Adirondack Museum in Blue Mountain Lake, and she's here to talk about the holiday season and the exciting events happening at the museum. I also sit down with George Regan. He's the event director for the Troy Turkey Trot. And we're joined by Mark Quant. He's the executive director for the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York. And they're here to talk about the upcoming 5 and 10K races on Thanksgiving morning to benefit the food bank. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the 37th annual South Glens Falls Holiday Parade took place on Sunday. Now, the annual parade has about 10 divisions and hundreds of marchers. Leading the parade was the Marine Corps Reserve Honor Guard. Nonprofit organizations took part in the parade as well, including the Tri-County United Way. Well, the parade ushers in the holiday season and promotes the spirit of giving, and volunteers collected donations for various organizations. We spoke to Sarah Bates. She's been going to the parade every year.
It's a little chilly, but still a lot of people turning out and some really good dancing. And yeah, really creative floats.
In other news, well, the Prospect Center in Queensbury continues to collaborate with the Center for Disabilities. Now, one of the key programs come out of this collaboration is the MOVE program. Now, MOVE means Mobility Opportunities via Education. Well, we spoke to Ann Costigan. She's the Deputy Executive Director for the Center for Disabilities about the recent success of this event.
The event was tremendous. We had some very, very proud students, extremely proud staff and families. And as said by many of our students, what the MOVE curriculum has done for them, has given them independence, it has gotten them out of their wheelchairs and moving, and most importantly, they feel extremely proud, and their families are also very proud of them.
Now, the success of the MOVE program and other programs is largely due to the many fundraisers the Center for Disability hosts. One of the main ones is the annual Festival of Trees, and it's going to take place at the Queensbury Hotel in Glens Falls. We spoke to Ann about this.
We have the Festival of Trees coming up from December 1st through December 4th. And the monies that are raised there, some of the monies will be designated for that MOVE equipment. So it is essential that the community come out, join us at the festival, join us at the Jingle Bell Jubilee on Friday night, at the Breakfast with Santa on Saturday and Sunday, and also any other activities that they want to participate in. But we really need the community to come out and celebrate with us and help us with our fundraising activities.
Now, the Festival of Trees is quite an event. It's held at the Queensbury Hotel in downtown Glens Falls, and you've got to check it out. All right, switching from news to weather. Today saw colder temperatures. It was in the 30s. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, all across the capital region, Love Trumps Hate rallies have been organized. Now, given that this election was considered by many to be very contentious, these are protests against Donald Trump winning the presidency. Now, we were at one of these rallies and we spoke to Kathleen Farrell.
In New York, there are countless. The group that I know down there has quoted to me 40,000. If you want to see one of the largest protests in LA, the entire state of California looks like they're in this march. It goes on for miles.
Now, regardless of what side you're on, one can only hope that the country unites over time. All right, up next, I sit down with Jennifer Tremblay. She's a marketing assistant for the Adirondack Museum in Blue Mountain Lake. She's here to talk about the holiday season and the exciting events that are happening at the museum. Plus, I also sit down with George Regan. He's the event director for the Troy Turkey Trot. We're joined by Mark Quant. He's the executive director for the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York. They're here to talk about the upcoming 5 and 10K races on Thanksgiving morning to benefit the food bank. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, it's Monday. I got a bunch of lookouts and a look ahead for the week. Short week, by the way. I just want to mention the South Glens Falls Parade. I don't care what the weather is like. Nothing can dampen the spirits of the people that participate in that parade. It was mob, people all over the place, and as usual, just a really wonderful organizational get-together. It was great. My wife and I went to the Beatles Mania concert at Skidmore College on Saturday night, and it was great. The students just took all of the Beatles songs from the Revolver era and interpreted them. A standout to us was the a cappella group that did the song No Reply. They killed it. Looking ahead, we've got the first episode of season 3 of Tech Talks. And we've got interviews this week with Mike Finocchi, some other interviews. I mentioned to you it's a short week. We are taking Friday off, so we'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we also have stories on Law Enforcement Weekend. It's going to be the first annual one in Lake George Village. You want to hear about some of the preparations for that. And also we talked to Hudson Falls American Legion about a veterans museum that they're putting together right there in Hudson Falls. So a lot of good stuff in a short week. All right, look tonight on Look TV. We've got Beyond the Headlines and episodes of Tracks, including a new one. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.